Why did Jesus write with his finger in the sand? I had never heard this before. Watch this. The Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. They said, in the law, Moses commanded us to stone such a woman. What do you say? But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. Paul in 1 Corinthians 10 tells us that Jesus was with these same Israelites that Moses was with. Jesus was the water coming out of the rock. Jesus was the manna, the bread of heaven. So with these same Israelites at that time, could it be that it was Jesus himself who gave Moses the law? Exodus 31:18. When the Lord finished speaking with Moses on Mount Sinai, he gave him the 2 tablets of covenant law inscribed by the finger of God. The law, including the laws about adultery. The Pharisees were trying to trap Jesus in his interpretation of the law, but Jesus could have been responding saying, I'm the one who wrote the law.
Jesus, if you do not renounce your words, we will have no choice but to follow the law of Moses.
I am the law of Moses.
Did you know that there's a prophecy in Deuteronomy 17 that points to Jesus Christ? I've never heard any pastor preach on this, and you probably haven't either. Deuteronomy 17:18-20 states that the king must write a copy of the law when he sits on the throne to reign as the king in his kingdom. We all know that this was written for the old covenant, so how does this point to Jesus Christ in the new covenant? Well, what is the new covenant? Jeremiah 31. Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant, not like the old covenant. I will put my law within them, and I will write it on their hearts. So the law says the king must write a copy of the law when he sits on his throne. So when Jesus, the true king, sits on the throne of the believer's heart and becomes the king of their lives, he writes a copy of the law, not on stone tablets, not on a scroll, but on the believer's heart.
Mihi te tradidemus, me interficere te volus, cur, quid fecisti? Rexes tu?
Veni meum non est hoc mundo. Si esset, putas ministri mei istos sic tradere mei, si dicent.
Ant malca, ergo rexes tu.
Ego in hoc natus sum. Testimonium veritati per hebeo. Omnes qui veritatem audiunt. Vocem meam audiunt.
Veritas. Quid est veritas?
It says, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying to know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest of them, saith the Lord.
Because Jesus Christ to me is God, revealed in the flesh. This Jesus Christ was nailed on the cross for the salvation and the redemption of the entire world.
The book of Isaiah 44 verse 6. Thus saith the Lord, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer. And his Redeemer. Who is the Lord's Redeemer? We'll find out. The Lord of hosts. I am the first, I am the last.
Behold, the days are coming, says the Lord, that I will raise to David a branch of righteousness. A king shall reign and prosper and execute judgment and righteousness.
For behold, I will bring forth my servant, the branch, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will remove the iniquity of the land in one day. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord of hosts, saying, Behold, the man whose name is the branch, and he shall grow up out of his place, and he shall build the temple of the Lord. Even he shall build the temple of the Lord, and he shall bear the glory, and shall sit and rule upon his throne, and he shall be a priest upon his throne, and the counsel of peace shall be between them both.
I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the power and the glory, the Almighty. Heaven is my throne, and earth is my footstool. Where is the house you will build for me? And where is the place of my rest?